McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And the defense closes quickly there. We'll get maybe a yard to the 33. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Now 2nd and 9. Now Chubb running right. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on 3rd down, Fisher. Oh, no, the first throw of his career is intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, Garrison. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Garrison. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Levis now on 1st and 10. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Levis going back to the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. McPherson's kick is good, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make amends for that. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field, but he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. Another catch there for Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a toss left side into the hands. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. $10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Give running right is Chubb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fisher. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Garrison. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On third down, Garrison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a handoff up the middle. Garrison trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, it's Levis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Garrison. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Levis looking to throw. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Fisher. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check that.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Off the play fake, Levis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Levis. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. Pass incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Levis to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
fourth down. The punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Fisher. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Moving inside the 20.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now Levis. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Fisher. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Levis back to throw. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw on 2nd down, Fisher. He's got Otten. Finding space at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, Fisher. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tanner Muse with it. Still going. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Smash, smash. Take go.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Fisher. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Quez Watkins, 56 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Levis, and just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Levis to throw it. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on 1st down. Garrison. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Garrison. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score. Commanders 42, Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Fisher. Valdez-Scantling. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. 85
yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. Looking to throw. Fisher. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Now inside the 25. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Back to throw. Fisher. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Darius Rush providing the hit on the play defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they were
fighting through it. He's got space. And he's got this down to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Garrison. 129 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
At the 6-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go now.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Washington, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to it come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next, the rest is up to me. These lames is upset, my peers get upstage, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, these people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard.
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up.